All right, this is going to be part two to the soldier of cock um, update on him doing the police report on Heather. He's doing exactly like I told everyone he would do. He would deny and lie, yell and scream. Like he keeps asking me questions. What, like, you know what I'm saying about, like, just now. This is the first time I heard him. I tried talking to him about it, and he's yelling and screaming at the top of his lungs, obviously. And the points he's making aren't valid. That he's trying to make, at least things that he's saying. You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He's manipulating the conversation, and I'm gonna bring up a couple points on how he's manipulating. Number one, right? He says he's playing a recording with thing. It takes 22 weeks to get a police report and everything like this. Let's get this straight. It's not a police report. It's an incident report. Nobody was arrested. Nobody was any of that. So to get a police report, she wasn't arrested or anything like that. It's just an incident report, okay? And does it take time to get that in the mail? Yes, that would take time. Does it take 22 weeks? I don't know about that. I don't know, because it's an incident report. And she didn't get anything in the mail. She called up the police officer that handled it. Oh my God, is that a gray hair? Oh my God, it's gray right there. That's a gray. Anyway, I didn't shave, you can see, because I wanted to do this. My hair is a mess. I was actually sleeping. I woke up because I knew he'd be out here late at night. So, anyway, like I said, it's an incident report. Okay, she talked to the cop on the phone that handled it and asked, okay, if she can get a copy of the police report or the incident report, right? Supposedly it's being mailed to her and she had to pay $10 for it, right? So she didn't get that yet. The police officer asked her, do you want me to email you a PDF file of it? Okay. So she is the one they did the police report on, right? So she gets it. The victim would be able to get it too. A PDF file emailed to her. Ricardo can ask for the same thing and he can get it. Can the public get that? No, absolutely not. What he's calling is, if, say me, and I said freedom of the press, I do it's called a FOIL request, right? Now remember, it might not get accepted either, okay? You do a FOIL request, you have to state your purpose on why you want it and all this, blah, blah, blah. That would probably take 22 to 25 weeks. I agree with that, okay? He's trying to say, look, how did she get a police report already? It takes 22 weeks or whatever. No, he's manipulating what that is. It's a lie. He is lying, okay? He's also saying other things. That's bullshit, right? He's like, oh yeah, well, how did she ring my buzzer? I don't have a buzzer. We don't have bells in the building. Your building doesn't have a bell and intercom? First of all, Meredith took a picture of inside an apartment there. I guess she went to like Zillow.com and got the apartments. You clearly see on the wall a buzzer and an intercom in the apartment. Anyone can go to Zillow, put his address in, look at the apartments, and you'll see a buzzer and intercom on the wall. Just think about it with some common sense, though. Why would a building not have any bells, not have a buzzer? You know what I mean? Say someone goes to your house, your apartment. Anyway, say his mom shows up. She lost her phone or something. Wants him. There's no way of ringing a bell to him. There's no way of ringing the buzzer. They designed the building with no buzzer system in a building? Really? Does that make any sense whatsoever? None. Of course there's got to be a bell. There has to be a buzzer. Of course there is. You know what I mean? That's just plain fucking stupid. It's dumb. Why does he even say that? Next, now he's saying that his family member lives there. He don't live there. Even though he's admitted to this a million times out on the chat line before. He's actually told people to go there. Right? He's told people to fight him. Come here. Come to my house now. Blah, 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 blah. Right? So, if that's your cousin there, and by the way, Heather proved she was there, okay, by a couple things. She wants me to upload her phone, and it gives her routes and everything like that. She has a copy of it. It shows where she was. and I'm going to upload that on Instagram. So she was definitely there at that date. Her phone was definitely there at that date. Why would anyone else have her phone? She also has pictures of the building itself. Why would she have pictures of his building? How did she get pictures of his building, right? She has a picture of a hotel that's a couple blocks away, so with the pool in it and everything like that. You know what I mean? How would she have all of this? How would she have these things? You know what I mean? And now he's trying to say he don't live there. It's not him. It's a family member. Okay, so whoever was there and they did the police report when they called up the police, why did they say he was his ex-girlfriend and they met on a chat line? Why would he say that? A total stranger or a family member? Really? Why would a family member do that? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. None whatsoever. Here, so you're saying that you're not a catfish. You're saying that, your pictures are real, right? Do a quick video of yourself for everybody. You gave out pictures, so we all know what you look like, right? We all know what you look like. So do a quick minute. I'm doing a video, right? I'm showing what I look like. It's me, right? I don't understand. It's not a big deal. He won't do it because he'll hide. When he can solve this right now, he can easily solve it right now. A 1 minute, I'm going on 6.5 minutes right now in this video. Do a 1 minute video showing yourself, talking for a minute. Say, Joey, go fuck yourself. See, this is me. You're a liar. You're a liar. See, this is me. Right? He won't do it. He will never do it. That's a fact. Okay? And when he could solve this right now, but he'll yell in the room. He'll yell and scream and go fucking crazy in the room over it. He's been talking about it for 3 straight nights, I hear. This is why I came out here tonight. Okay, he won't do it, though. He won't. He never will. He could, if this was me and the tables were reversed, someone said, I went to his house. He's a catfish, and the cop said he didn't look like this, blah, 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 blah. He had to go to the hospital over chest pains of having an anxiety attack. Man, I would go to the fucking camera like this. I would do a video. End of story. End of it. It ends everything. But he won't do it because he's hiding himself. Just like he barricaded himself in the apartment when Heather got there. I'm having a panic attack. I'm just put hot dogs in my mailbox. But he won't. He won't do it. Of course not. He is manipulating the whole conversation. Now he said, give me the police report number. Give me the police report number. I'm going to explain something, right? He tried to get Heather arrested for harassing him, for blackmailing him, he said, right? She wanted to get a picture of him and all this other shit and all this. She doesn't want to put out any identification of the police officers or any, she doesn't want to get arrested for harassing them. Same way she's not putting the name of the doctor and what hospital he went to. Because, she can get in trouble. And she doesn't want this. She's scared of it. She's a female, and I don't blame her, okay? I don't blame her. Ricardo was calling up a police officer, asking, can anyone call and get a police report? Can anyone do that? And they said, no, you can't. That's right. He wasn't asking the right question. No, I told him to ask them, him as the victim of a police report, if he's able to get a PDF file and for them to email it, email it to him, if they could do that. He didn't ask that, though. He's asking the things he knows that's not going to happen. He is a manipulator. That's what he is. And that's why he won't sit there and talk calmly with me. Because I told him, shut up. Let's talk. Prove me wrong. Then I'll let you. I have no problem with it. Listen, it's not me who's saying I went there. It's someone else. You know what I mean? Am I 99.9% sure it's him? Yes. There's always that little chance I got fooled too. Why doesn't he calm down and prove it to me then? Prove it. He's trying to say things that we're not even talking about. That doesn't count. It just makes no sense. Like the whole buzzer thing. That just makes no fucking sense whatsoever. What building doesn't have a buzzer in it? It's a building, for Christ's sake. Most buildings I know get upgraded. Even the old buildings, they upgrade their... It's a camera. You know what I mean? They have a camera that you can talk face to face like this with them. Let's just say you don't. Of course he has to have a buzzer. Of course there's an intercom. Who's there? Who's there? You know what I mean? Of course there is. He's trying to say there's no doorbell, no buzzer, no nothing. And everything is locked. There's security gates outside because it's a very bad neighborhood. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to anyone? Please explain it to me. How they would have a building with dozens and dozens of apartments and no buzzer to bell for anyone to ring in. The only way is you have to guess, or they have to call you at home, and then they have to come downstairs and let you in. Does that make sense? That makes no sense whatsoever. Anyway, like I said, he's doing what he does. Yell and scream, because if he calms down and talks to me, I'll break him apart. I can't yell and scream. First of all, you hear my voice? I'm a little under the weather. It's 3:15 in the morning. I'm not going to yell and scream anyway. You know? But that's what he's doing. He's manipulating. He's manipulating again. Seriously. Anyway, good night. Part 2. Part 3 coming.